94.7 Asempa FM. Ekosiisen Jumedi no asugusu awutie no. Ma yana mu nyina asensan mama kwa ba bio. Obi, good afternoon. Establishment of factories within an area doesn't mean there wouldn't be any unemployment in the area. Maybe some youth in the area won't be interested in the particular factory due to the taste for other kind of jobs. Even if a factory employs 2 persons, the unemployment in the area is reduced. I was thinking Eric J could debunk the establishment of the factories in the area. NDC, never, regain. Banasco, Ampon, Ansa. Obi, please honor these birthday celebrants for me. Rashid Kwesi Etwafor, PhD. That's Dr. Rashid Kwesi Etwafor, 2020 NPP parliamentary candidate for Ejumako Enyan SCM. Officer Joel Nana Toku Ajeman, Ghana Revenue Authority Customs Division Accra, and Lindra Asabel, NPP Polling Station Secretary SCM. My wish for them is abundant grace from God. Kweku Noah, a constituency secretary, Ejumako Enyan SCM, and all the way Abba. Obi, please give my number to Eric J to call me. I'll give him 2 boxes of a confit juice, or I'll bring it to your studio the next time he visits. Andy, Eddie, Inti, Eric, when you a confit juice, no 2 boxes. That's great. Obi, please tell Eric that the crate will be produced and exported for foreign exchange. The production will create more jobs for the youth. Charles Ayalolo. And all the way up. Let me see the other ones. But before that, no, ma memra na fe yenye any other business as any of the topics our person would do and come on. Are NDC members not aware of global petrol prices? They always compare Ghana to the US. Are they aware of how expensive fuel and food is in the US of A and TL? With this one, Obi, good afternoon. We are not saying Ghana has become like heaven. No, far from that. But what we are saying is that we've made Ghana a safe haven for businesses to operate. The industrial drive in Ghana is on point. Jesse Behene is in Abeka. Don Pino says, Obi, excellent analysis by Dennis Miracle Sabuaje. Kindly tell Eric that no amount of his propaganda will make us vote for them again. NDC never regain. Okay. Ma membrana fe any of the topics in your name person will fa edi hunkomo. Eric me found share say ana. Okay. Eric J topic I person offer.
Obi me da say.
Now the day na share say.
Petrol.
For the petrol.
Nada na miracle. What's up? Udi kan kasasa. So, okay, any of the topics. Okay, any no. So, open when you go for a chile baby. Petrol no soon edi kan fuel no. I don't know. Inti me ka say me pen no. Open say o set agenda ma me na. Me da say obi me chia atiefo nyina bi. Obi, honestly speaking,
Asempa FM.
Enema mu ayedin. Na enema mu ayedin no Ghana fo nyina enim enimsem. Enti se ye share fidie su sei na ye nuanu MPP for no start kasa te se de obi na ebo enema mu ayedin no ho bena ama obi atiase a ya na medi ya okakra. Because don't pretend say hardship na ekoso no. Wono we exempted. And we exempted that edin enema wo yesronko from Ghana for. And as a mono special packages bia yede mamo. Ti said the anonymity say bono region MPP communicators say bosomi bia come over 30,000. Me kra na minim sa ban twa omoka. Ya ene napco trainees omo nyina akọ leave by force.
Omoka say if we party head office or one kasa aban.
Oh, na yeni ya no bribo an be ka kire say MPP co Congress e was Central Region. Aban no more 50 million Ghana cedis.
And I say no bribo here.
That is what they do in the party. And I'm saying that is what they do. Bono for ya ono so ya no free. What am I say? So the hardship no MC emu bi mo no the air fire no nya no bi na fa Minianum MPP fui. Na obi o share petrol. Baby a petrol nenenam. Ni de wa ni pe kasa wo krom. Ano eden pa obi. Eye niam ahodo obi ene ma petrol bo okosoro obi anim. De di kan your exchange rate e wo twaka wo mu pa. Your taxes e wo twaka wo mu. Ena international pricing kwanya e fa so edwaman so e boa e de ton fango no so ni nyina e wo twaka wo. Na mze wa fidie ye the evidence ba o ma ye kan the ye document e read na ye the video ba mbebo ana voice mbebo.
Voice what ba earlier na twumwanya na o matimi ya puli audio
na se me no ka say metimi asende bia ma because e be take for how onyensa so be bo afri me phone so
a voice be
ya ku for voice they no can for petrol na nyema ho
eno ye year ben
2012 or born to or Ghana for bo ape to me no
2012
yeah what am I saying nti me send am na wabo ama me na Ghana for ahu bebia e fira ye ba obi de nti ameke ka sa nyema we nyina ne se wo hwe the politics of exchange rate ye ne wo Ghana in 2012 coming na no edempa. And that crusade was led by Dr. Baumia. And the Ghana for busa a lot of questions. Mr. Analyst be almost sister station, member station. After say or we in a digital program now koye. And omubusa ni panes or your political analyst. Ghana for whom Baumia say. O si Ghana for whom is anya no kwafo. Onye man o meaning in West. Because
I know you why
analyst na make no.
Analyst be ya.
Me so a political analyst.
Your friend is saying
me need the men can show no polado much show.
Sir.
Good evening Ghana. You can search. You may get it. I say Ghana for a perceive ni say onye obi o kanokre. Penny steady away no because you see obi yeah baby a tete ye no. You see penny emfansu enyina nanum nkasa.
Asempa FM
Baby language naturewa. Nature say wonye no kwafo because and the factors are trigger yesu petrol ho asemu nyina no eye niema na ba Dr. Baumia wa anu aduru e wo position okay pa obi me kai say asati efi akonwa so ana cedi no eda be 3.7 Ghana cedis me kai president ba Kufuado kwan ofa so treaty ensem o twe ni nyina me wo bi de Baumia kekai but today they are behaving as if the exchange rate na ne Ghana dollar ni cedi ntokwa na asi no omo na inform ho kra enti ene ya to petrol mu no ushia Dr. Baumia na obusa na o se e pharmacy ene ya to petrol mu no obusa na o se e banku ena e wache eno mo na okeka ne kroma but nipa na okotop e pharmacy na okada na se boat nipa na okwaje edru no de akoma na ofie no obi ni moto no de na oyisu nye petrol na diesel so the hardship no people are feeling it. And this is the time where was say o address Ghana for say emre bi atwa mu kono na de o kan nyina e bosre mu ka into pa Ghana for chow that should be their language now because we ye nipa de na hye no na pa chewa ye entity mu no ye de bone che anameboa because mo die bone ankasa that wasn't the promise am de ma Ghana for because another danko Kufuado that day some video na me send the amount e na o ka se kenke 1 cedi ne bo de yetimi to obi ene yebo kenke 3 Ghana cedis but then another woni kenke biem but all born in 2012 eba no oko chia busuan so mudi nkran dokran no transit db we have pictures of all those things that time no kalipu aye toma ye mako school no mampani na no so onom but no wet what am I say so the hardship is real it's Ghana for say kai baby a wo free ba ni baby a wo de ye ko enu ti na won say o start ya o charter flight ade be twen o se me na minie me nam ha ade be twen me na minie me nam ha ni e kasa because Ghana for na ye taxpayers na dodo na ye de akoto fan wono so na ye ntimi ntua no they are those complaining in the system
Asempa FM
but today exchange rate asema America fiasco obi taxes there eno na ekunya we are aware that sector I know say even you even know better than I do e wo that energy sector ne de keka ho nyina obi ene fanwo ayeto hwe taxes ahodo a aban we ba ya so ade aguso and you see what they did omo ba ban mu na no ena omo ye sese bi omo nim yansa chen Ghana fo nyina enti se ebia we mu hyen ena na owura mahama ye de tax bi atoso because ye wa adwene bi se nipa dodo a ebia ye fo we mu hyen okuruma no ye mu dodo na ye nsem wo kakra ye timi de twitwa ye ho enti se ebe hia to abu oman a ye mfa bi nkotom so we mu hyen to ye yi uhu de omo ye no oh yes NDC for mo the tax ato condom so na omo ye no politics condom so ye the tax to so
FM.
enti ye yesa politics na man to Ghana for timi ye condom tax ye we mushen tax ne ade no ene so ani nyina de begu petrol so ne ye to ne obi ene hwe nipa e to petrol okrom ha ye mumpo na ye ne private cars ana ye ne commercial cars ne se ye fo car enti taxi driver na ono wakoto ne petrol no at the end of the day obehye cost na ma wo consumer no na wotua. That is what we are talking about today. And they know obi omayi omani ena omate omani ayra ti se de omonte de ekoso bia nti ene taxes ahodo a yesi na covid aba nti covid kraba ye no na Ghana ye wa hochirim e wo se ekobe bobosia pi bi mu ntimi nya aduane nni e wo sa aban na nu aduane ma omudi okay all those days 2 weeks pepepepe nkofo na aban na feed omo no aban sign that sorry yo se nkofo na nyiskanti e wo se me de to egu omo so na omutua. That is what they are doing to us now. Because nka oye den ka kire me say yare aba enyuma egu ye yi nkofo adi wadwuma ye mi enyuma foforo obi utie me pa nti adwen be ne ba utim say in the heat of covid na men sign fato a e twa me ne bo onto me man so and omoko kan budget ba kun ansa na e bia omba be kan ye kan we nyina o ka say minority ye kan say taxes na omode ba no anu eden obi in the history of our country aban bia ni wa wabetina kunwa so a within the 4 years what to petrol mama na do 10 cedis ye calculation no unim say ye to abawi e babesi ni petrol dia beto so almost 10 cedis anase bro
ye to abawi from 2016 you mean?
Yeah,
from 2016.
Yeah. Check it. And then dollar yes is 6.2 right? Inti ene dollar no kra no enuru Ghana liter of petrol no a ya na yes 6.9.
Yes.
Oko pompa. He been sit down unprecedented. And the managers of exchange rate in opposition, but where are they now? And international pricing no more they can't say no. Nina, those factors are there. Yeah, you produce what you Ghana. And it's all anticipate say market price na be a better than $54 per barrel. Na could do be 85. Or man ye nyam faso wo mubi anameboa. So the benefit no man ye nya wo ye fa wo na ye no. Where are those monies going to? Stabilization na yetua ni nyina sa taxes na yetua no said ye be ya de be so nipa sene se e show ba na manipa ho ahenhan ne kakra meboa enu nti na covid ba ye no owura mahama mo foto mo boto ane ato no stabilization levy mampani de nsa kobo mu koyi over $200 million. Okay, so what are you doing for the people? Ghana for na timamufo na ye bra omo na na etian break the 8 ane umom na we break jail no. What are you doing for them? And oh, can you say ya? They think say a agro. Obana me se me phone boat amene ne ba no. Obi osino ye ejuma o hour. Airline African World. Now in the heat of COVID, lay off ebai. So she was affected. Inti ye na di no. Na ohun di onye. So the only option eba ni mu ni say me ko ejuma me na me drive me hoko. Say ye medina me ofie the other na me colora na me use no me nko uber na boat FM na me nyo ene omo business no your friend Tracy me money full name e bia ne colleagues ana on omo office e bi mu be hu no wase bra ejuma na ye no eye toto bi di but ye yi me di covid time be sinne the way petrol bo no kono bra anu e den na me busa na say within a day auto petrol saying no see ono ye oba kwanya me ma be fa so stress o mo ho to some level no ono wontimi nti watofu wela e bi e do so pa 120 Ghana cedis na de e jan ne se watofu 120 Ghana cedis no enyino ju a e bi a okofie no okọ filling station san kotofu eguma na aka bi a 5 cedi na 10 cedis a woni nsem utie me pa enti say nipa na COVID ba ya yes no ntimi nya aduane ni ntimi ntua ne kane aka ntimi ntua ne nsuka magic ben ne ba ya was your taxes any pan in there obi are you getting me and I deliberate and sika no so po to na ye je no si e de bo ho bra papa bi anka onim se ho bra na ye de bo obi you see nothing's around ade bia ni watwa ya won echi a mfasodi ikoso ena me no ka say unim bebi a public debt enenam Ghana besia owura kufu adonko abetena konwa so awaje e chen kwa ame nkroma penso besi owura mahama but unhu ade bia obi me say by January February next eyikono e be dey anso motua Ghana adwuma ye for kraka because your budget na ye draw de koto ho no sika ye di tua ebosia ho nsi ho sika e was ye de cost statutory funds nti enya wan say na yetimi tua de assembly common funds ko na MP scrap de was ye tua impia because the money is not there and unim omobetna konwa so in their first time almost started those draconian measures ye can won MP because adebeche yakọ pass act and a capping and realignment sika we here health insurance ya cap 25% the Ekosiisen assembly ya cap 25 okay those things na no mo ye no ni na no mo the presidency we said say nipa na wo ye omo ho adwuma no wo form send the money is there they refused and then what diplomacy kanyina to the extent they say the adwuna anya ba omutimi ya papa too say ya gudie na ehye form no kra na enchiriba no so bedidi ho no ye nyane emfe no so nkosi awowa ene oton ayento eduane boa ye den ukọ han dan a bobo same okutie mi amechia no mekai in 2012 couple no say boys are den
boys are bread
na boys are home obi say 2012 na o han single room e wo ashale botwe utua 400 Ghana cedis and now the me fa 200 Ghana cedis and botwe the same place no betua be 400 or 450 me boa Internet boys are brand boys are home. So the lives of Samia Okunin and Abimu Mebuno, they should come and talk for the youth. Obi me no kasa sisi metesa na wo ye ECG for advert say oni adwuma ye kra so obetimi anam na otete yes. Obi baby amete o producer de nim baby amete. ECG me nim se me de bone kra me de ayomo. Me mi fi amete mu no. Mantin so ye na ma top prepaid 1001. My com office na wo atomic 1001 I won't lie
how
if
you for you use one bulk meter and as a won
me na mete ho
it won kwa o
me say me nim say me ye co store nti wo ka no na ye mesrimpo I went there the last time and omokeka omon sensem kire me mako 2 times me nim say e be crop up nka me the receipt ni na ye den e ba me mentina fie
but no the people
almost boy krono
na we use meter
me na me use meter no
okay
ahokyra ba e na mo boy krono kan ECG office oh ba ko na ufi mile 7 roundabout on your right I've been there 2 good times boni be na dia yemo oh because I'm catch Ghana for say in the heat of COVID yeah my free electricity ya ya to abawie your pon kroma ka kire Ghana for se na nke de ma mo no hwan ne ntua no ye mu bem na omo chicha ma roughly sana
Asempa FM
so be bia mess no be bia no ayeden obi me pen kran do kron pa ma men chiro special one bi bia na Kasapa FM e wo no old Kasapa FM ansa no movie akoma radio house no u ma bi ye kenke o me di kenka e to da ho na ya meta ko very nice kenke obi ene kenke no ye bought 3 cedis kenke na na ebo 1 cedi a mampeni akufu ado se ne bo eden me na menim se oba be sponsor dokonofu aburo ne na haban ene ye bo kenke 3 Ghana cedis and the 3 cedi no sa taxi driver na mfifri atena wantimi antene fu we no ka no ono oduru otimi di 6 cedis na yire ne mani di ofie when they hash pa ye kan wasa because ordinary Ghanaians are now feeling it obi akodwom obi the construction sector
now the cinema
prices various prices into a petrol ya tumu no so utimi krom suma nkro na cement oda so 52 cedis driver for nya to bo no mu ano expect say cement bo be cost na me boa because cement mi krom for dodo na tema ha no be fa ne de ko and this cost na abe transportation cost no the end user of the cement na they command no obe pay more and this is not what the government is thinking of ye nim dia buy ya for those things And I'm on them luxury life. Government appointees. Mona motorcade, ambulance, whoa, and like, are they thinking of us? Let me chrome, cabia, a year war be a ambulance. Sana, a friend, Isusano. Wow, now, I have a message.
Benipano say, Obi, are NDC members not aware of global petrol prices? They always compare Ghana to the US. Are they aware of how expensive fuel and food is in the US?
We are aware of global prices now. Ye found one na ye to be now ye tonko dramanson.
Yes.
Ye budget ye didi musisi no. Ye pege say barrel be about $54 meboa. And number $85 per barrel. Meaning said ye ni yensusumpuni benya samfa so de ni na meboa.
Yeah.
And as ye kokra fu and also the aba BDCs no omo the dollar na eko meboa. Dollar no so ba omia in opposition no dollar duro. Inti no wo enfa. Into the no America, say Japan, say here all catch them and say, are we not aware of international prices? No. Now the time I know je campaign or sheba, Miss Member born a voice no. Sata na petrol near to sampa. Eya munyanya chum politics no. You see, they always as if as if they are enlightened than everybody, or if you are not part of them. But we are now in a hardship. You don't talk that way. Who doesn't know?
Okay.
Obi made them announce from no. President Akufo-Addo eni owura ba womia de Ghana for sremo say taxes na bola tax hwan esla yatum by this percentage boss margin yatum by this, those are the taxes are option free so aye ho be yan obi are you not aware obi meboa you know entimi nua na ono na brabo mu ontimi nya besia kura so obetimi de atoka ada no. And that's obi to neka was on the tika na kama nipa no, because nipa no petrol no de gum no na de ya wo mu ni say petrol ya de bia yeto and na ye ne alternative say o car wo say won to petrol obetimi de nsu aguma na meboa in elastic mewa into demand ni very high and na ya de a wo de ade to so affect obi generally into ade na petrol nko na mampeni ne vice ni de chesa why obi sa wo beto condom member so almost here penso the condom tax by there's a near prevent say a draman koso and enye almost your condom near the side is need the keka ho and na mode tax out to condom so then e be mu shan and namsro Ghana for do say ni pe share condom wo Ghana omoni omo for trotro wan mo na do so but in their wisdom condom tax na hu hia se ya tumti ye free so ye dede bia na mo ye ni krum hanu no. But Ghana ni no brands when you one Ghana city the atodok no unko tiato no more at the expense of omo na net life for mu living in kroma nti enya wanwa mampeni Akufo-Addo bebi obi asrew boshe na wo share Ghana for no Bible quotation bi wo mo se ochiri me ntimi nka menye sa yenim senye sa na otie
okay
nti ebo na wo share Ghana for no petrol asem na wo kaye no wo se wo ba no wa betete so Dr. Mamudu Bawumia, Ghana for the exchange rate in the cow. The same time now call Malatedrum, no to a brew, or to tools, or to an better calculation, better calculating inflation in this country. Let the current inflation now moderate out and reflect in the pocket of the ordinary Ghanaian. Because ordinary taxi driver or no, ni growth, our economy, and the say, Utimi sales. Ni we campaign or ditia no nya bi to ne ho
okay
ordinary taxi driver na America no say ni steer rag and the best say no be kwa abeso akan say okopɛ steer rag prices no wo from but today everything
Eric Mamena se wakasa ache me da se papa enti mema miracles abem na any of the three topics I did go hono wafa de ono so epe no say you made a choice
wakasa 35 minutes enti number Obi say say yetna radio so na kasa ya na ye momodin say ye beka cancel mo e be ma etiefo so hu say de kan no crew man say do me have been very worried with Eric region ne kwan omo fa so o say aban eyi region na to nchen aha me pa but apparently me kohwe say na de Eric kan say na entisa medical aka industries about 27 in fact me check say infrastructure physical infrastructural projects are our Bono region nkoa ahafo nka ho Bono east nka ho Bono region nkoa 1364 emuno ye wie 653 and I was 711 bi no various stages of completion maybe bobiama unto no car roads name on kakra because I've always known said there are some roads ongoing there. Obi me bo baby ewo. So NTT for say ho aso me say ho. Obi asphalt overlay no. Oko Bono regional Blekum Eko Erika no abom Gonokrom Blekum to Gonokrom asphalt overlay abina ye wo ho. Your asphaltic overlay ni bi wo Presby Hospital Eko BACCSD Rabbit and also Bono Doma Central. Your asphaltic overlay ewo Big Base. If you Big Base Eko OA and also Doma Central Bono region. Your asphalt overlay ni bi wo Flavor Eko Kaseman and also ewo Doma Central. Your asphaltic overlay ni bi ewo official Eko Chief's Palace and also Doma Central Municipality. Your asphaltic overlay ni bi ewo okay maka shell Eko Palace one. Your we dey Eric Benin Doma Central the same road asphaltic overlay if you ahemfie anymore Eko honorable Ajemenu unim no honorable Ajemenu Ajiman I think so if you and also Doma Central yes sometimes say from Palace Eko Ajiman oh say me bubo Eric ukasa 30 minutes Eric ukasa 30 minutes I didn't speak don't do this me no there yeah now you share I say very civil because of law now we need to me when be as Doma Central Municipal completed and also asphalt overlay ni bi Eko if you Doma police headquarters Eko stadium also yaye wo ho ye wi no yaye asphalt overlay bi wo penkwase kwan no so yaye asphalt overlay ni bi wo ho yaye asphalt overlay ni bi ewo Sunyani main road also yaye bi ewo ho asphalt overlay ni yaye bi wo Scotch road and also yaye bi wo we so eno wo Blekum East yaye bi wo Cattle road and also wo Blekum East yaye asphaltic overlay ni bi so wo Palace Link and also wo Blekum East asphaltic overlay ni bi wo Impatapo right and also wo Blekum East asphaltic overlay wo Apreku obra no waka chene meja why asphaltic overlay ni bi wo Apreku road and also wo Blekum East yewie no yaye asphaltic overlay ni bi wo Blekum Zongo and also Blekum East Municipal once maka Doma Central maka Blekum East Pool West Wenchi Municipal 10 districts almost about 29 communities are me no can say not in terms of more communication issues no more problems they will be connected to a lot of extension and to the national grid in terms of communication. 100%. Oh, completed in Kwana Mebubama. All the ones I am mentioning here completed. Oko German North, your projects, 1, 2, and also Nafana Senior High School. Your water project be your German North. Goka. Where we are quite on. Maka roads no mabubo. Enti obi there be some me call German North. Me go so mabubo. Oh, there be. Oh, you know, I have 30 minutes one kasa. I just wanted to establish one fact. Say, no me and then no, all bano. No, I not just say nkoba be 2 foot regu ni say bunu pa de aban enye hwe ho. Must spend the time at churchim in terms of even economic development, industrialization drive, job creation near the ekwan aban afaso. I promoted 27 factories. I move 15 are operational. Of course, these 15 companies are operational. Have bonus citizens are omoye den, omoye dwuma ho. Osanso ka so omo kwan ba kompo ye pa yembo ba ko pension no. Ya ho. In fact, that was a challenge he gave me. Into akase nyina me to me bo per time. Won say me catch us me de o ma me time pa de embre bia me de niam na bebreo. Ba ne na me ba ne nka ho but me nya embre o kasa no na me nya embre na me de pay ni nyina na mabobo ama. Obi me de list yi Bema Jackson Uvia opa onfa listen to the website wo a list of mesani ama dodo na ya waboa na ma promote obi a list of 1364 projects emu 653 completed and emu 711 ongoing and this is just physical infrastructural project Bono region alone And I'll leave this list with you. Whenever you have the chance, you can go through it and share with your listeners. Now, Eric and Sonji. Now, they are ongoing in no. So, nya embra ombo bosso na the various sectors no hwe no mo fasten sa process no. Enu mum better than say oba betra radio saka say yenye hwe. Na nka yen nyame adom ne me na mba ha. Na nko be shi obi foforo nka bia na nka waka no tra na nka oyeden na anka okọ. Obi yakani nyina wie no.
Yes.
I must be very honest and sincere with you. Me koto fuel, I think last Saturday. Biemu sheme. Because the price of the fuel, no, the rate at which are cost are very, very, very worrying, and is of concern to all of us. Now, Emami Bisai, exactly what is happening. Bisai, you know, and Chemo Minyaye, and the Amikaye across the world, and say, COVID, no, eba, you know, Emanuma Bibri, Etochima, Ekeche, and see, you recover, you shall say you recover from COVID, no. A lot of countries, especially when it comes to industries, manufacturing, and exports, you know, a lot of countries are now picking up. Obekaya for a very long time now, you need China, because China up to now they've shut down for a whole year, and see it slowed down to the extent say affect even container credit no megumukra. And at some point, it be almost about $10,000 in a day from a barely $500 to $200 and $1,000. Sana oil issues in Sababe. Now the demand for oil is so high. Say supply is unable to meet it because most of the industry will try to catch up. If you orders be brave, I feel no more pressure on catching up on there. And that is what has led to crude oil. A bona issue here it's gone up almost about 55%. Or even more. I have to check the figure to be very sincere with you. Yeah, oh no, meba. Oh, Charlie, 30 minutes man kasa me PM poma. Don't worry, opa me do na pese media mo. Why? Inti affect the global crude prices. Ama ene me no kase Ghana, yes so ye tisa effect no. Okay. Yeah, so. Okay. Now me, I am one person there me chikra petroleum prices ye politics because it affects ye BBR. It affects BBR obey BR. And me are very sure, and I can tell you obi me to me a catch was say a coin BR so next week. Budget honorable Kenoforiata finance minister Bekano. A coin BR so he's going to address this fuel prices and he's going to make sure say or the relief be bar Ghana for him better. I have no doubt, absolutely no doubt about that because it is a major challenge for us as a country. Now many penny be kasa. No penny me catch your mind here. And you can see say within government yenya na ka yen nke control completely. Yen nke control no many nyina on the fuel price. No correct. There are certain things that you control. For example, you don't entirely control exchange rate because partially. Number 2, taxes na egusu no. Your control day also. But you see, I buy we buy you know. Me the beer me can share yankopo no nyam say MPP aban e na nka ye ba aban mu 2017 a anka minim baby a Ghana obi nka baby a yakwa by this time because ye ba aban mu no baby na petroleum prices ne nam any baby aba bedru no say a trend na yen petroleum prices under the NDC and I'm very sorry to listeners say it's very difficult for you to discuss some of these things without making reference to history. In as much as you try to avoid it, no, because you ask yourself, say, in the midst of all these challenges, this global crisis, this global hike in crude oil, I only control also no. Dey enanka enye war, anko bifu for me to me. So what you say? It's okay for the NDC to go on the street and start shouting, but the question is, Sanka, yeah, what would have been the alternative? And that is why we always have to come back to the trend. It's not the best, and I want to put it on record for all listeners listening to me. Say, my address your concern. Listen, next week I'm very, very optimistic. Say, Finance Minister will do something about this situation and make sure say you bring your relief kakra. Until they shouldn't hold grudges with me on that score. That notwithstanding, it would have been worse. It could have been worse. In fact, Obi, Ankebetuma is terrible. If not for the prudent measures that you put in place. The measures that you put in place, and for relief in Bray completely. Still, I am watching. And so Anka some measures now. Anka Yetibetuma day at it. Obi, trend, every 2009. Now your dollar in 2009, your dollar a 1 cedi 22 pesos to $1. Obi, now just say any dollar a pay. 2009, near any dollar a pay.
Almost.
Yes. For fear and water, and a Ghana for in that day ya near KJ Moontroning Conto Pomodi Dada Ghana for day to me a day. And my in this Obi within a period of 8 years, no more shooty. Dollar rate, if you 1 cedi 22 pesos, at the call 4 cedis 10 pesos, 4 cedis 10 pesos, about 3 cedis increase, 3 cedis increase within a short period. COVID be there was no pandemic. The last time a pandemic by we are saying 1900. Until there was no pandemic, almost 8 years in a global pandemic crisis because the last time we had a global pandemic, it was 1900, over 100 years ago. I'm not saying that the conditions then were perfect, but there was no condition that beats a global pandemic like we had in COVID. The last one was the if I say Spanish flu, influenza. I was saying 1900. There was a fertile ground. That was the time now all you are striking for fraud. A friend is saying international investors neighbor, and yet in the midst of all this comfortable environment, almost shoot $2 no. If you want, almost no buy $1 no. Start to say a friend is saying double. You can have 1 cedi. Only 1 cedi. Nan kagana ukra $1. To say 1 cedi. Inte ko biya American ni prekope. No call 4 cedi 20%. And so what? Fuel price Obi 2009 NDC bar baimu. Na for 82 pesos. Obi ani probably metumi ascan amount. Na that 82 pesos. As of January 2009 na NDC take power. Na 82 pesos. Omu fi abaimu no. No de fuel no call 4 cedis and 6 pesos. 4 cedis and 6 from 82 pesos. Na do 1 cedi mpo. Ani na petrol price and do 1 cedi mpo. No more moving from 82 pesos. Echo 4 cedis and 6 pesos. Obi, the period of 2009, December 2016, NDC fuel increase 114%. 114% increase. So what you see? Say the 114% no a calculation. That's a kasa kay NDC for moto was wa bepem sambria and kay tofuo under NDC aban be 8 cedis to 9 Ghana cedis per liter per almost skills or more no capacity no more strategies or more no nimdi or more no calculation no more de e come for some manage on buy no per this statistics no omi per this statistics no senka ye NDC for moto was wa akas enne with COVID, with all the situations and all the scenarios under the NDC anka better for 9 cedis. They are making an say. Men can say ene. See a for 6 cedis and a I think it's stable, and I've said it already. And I am very confident that the finance minister will do something about it next week. And Libyan can come and tell him. The budget that the finance minister will read, he's going to address that situation. But that doesn't mean say NDC for one says he can't exchange rates. Because the figures don't support them, and I'll put it on record. NDC met the fuel price 82 pesos. Omokono no more movie manabe pa 1 cedi manabe do 4 cedi 6 pesos. Dollar omo buy no now $1 1 cedi. $1 1 cedi. NPP NDC abenso $1 1 cedi as at the time by 2009. Omo fi abenmo no man say $1 no. Entinka ye na ye ho anka na anka dollar dey say 1 cedi. Anka kwai bia 1 cedi 80 pesos. O share trend na anka kwai bia 1 cedi 80 pesos. Omo say o mine poto e ma dollar jump here. Omo no ma dollar no be wura sa region of 4 no. Dollar jumping from 82 pesos e be do 4 cedis. under them, it was terrible. But that doesn't justify the current price of fuel. The current price of fuel, no be. Nima be break. I want to manabasa. Be na so the same NDC. And I'll give you one typical example. Almost sign a power purchasing agreement via Ghana for MB Biani Ebomuka. Until we kaya last year, Mbana kind of rata honorable air budget. No catch Ghana for says, "Yeah, Nisika able to do Sakano." Sakano so ba neba because ye use by ye. In fact, ye try say ye cancel back on. Ye konya judgment debt. Okay. Ye address some contract almost say ye cancel bino. Ye judgment debt because contract almost sign ye almost the same say see ye choma ye bebo Sakano. Almost the same say ye address say ye be trust our contract anymore. Ye bebo Sakano. That termination clause in back where there was no termination clause. Go and read that. You remember that contract? The one that the company didn't fulfill the condition precedent. Now, you didn't switch him. What's the name of that company? Why a surprise? There was none. What's your marshal? So your marshal. Now they will talk about capital and then I'm acquired there. Oh, please let me speak. Enti Obi. So we see myself now make any year pa makani man 9. Me say what who you should be saying. Me say the 6 days that we are buying for cannot be justified. And all of us in government are very, very worried about it. And I'm very confident say the next week budget now Kanofurata his honorable Bekaino, he's going to ensure that he deals with the matter. So what he has a relief. Number 2, me say NDC are buying and I am giving all apologies to our listeners. I do not have any moral right to run any commentary on comparison between the MPP and the NDC. But I don't have any other alternative because NDC are buying Nipa Netiana or Kasa. So we should be ananka full price war 2009 and Kaman Kufua buying a 2 hours MPP are buying a 2 hours Obi and 2016 can do for city. I'm telling you, and I can tell you that on authority. Say, Anka MPP are buying in a 2 hours from 2000 and 2016. And by this time, Anka Yato Fuela, at 3 cities and I say 350 pesos. But the time I buy, no must say a general mudada, Omanya say mudada. Almost say near to 82 pesos was again a for fear. And the MPP near to 82 pesos. How did we move from 82 pesos to 4 cities? How did we move from 82 pesos to 4 cities? And then, you're managing in in the midst of all the challenges because it is a fact, sir. Between 2009 and 2016, there was no global pandemic. The conditions are different. The conditions are difficult, tougher, more painful now. You've heard about their crisis. United Kingdom have seen unprecedented. In fact, in the USA, I hear they used to buy your friend is saying fuel under 50 cents, and they are buying it at $3. In the US, they are buying it at $3. It's ABC da. The last time ABC we were seeing was 100 years ago. Obi enwa nipa baby 0.0001% and what gonna happen on more experiences and normal. And today, in the midst of all the challenges, we are still buying fuel at 60. And me, I must tell you, say Obi, I expect that. Sanke to be teaching NDC for Kadoma chichira to my under PPS no. Ke to be teaching mon ke teaching momo. Say be anka finance minister be use tax na free so ne kan ho to yen. Because that tax, omo no mo dia brain. E just omo complain dia Obi, in dey to here. Ni informa NDC for kwa no mo mu tua saka no. Ni yin tax ni free e kan so. Obi sanka COVID amba. Anka be nya review e COVID tax e DC centers, you are the top vaccines. And think as tax and also will not be what? Will not be on fuel. That alone would have given us close to how much? About 20 or 30 pesos relief. And these two things are things that are not making of the MPP. Irrespective of all of that, the MPP government in the midst of all these challenges, acknowledges say we must do certain things to ensure that Ghanaians will have relief. Your taxes will be free, Obi. Imagine say taxes here ye free way nyina yi anka ye ba mu ne ye adwen so NDC for omo taxes bi wo honti no ekwan bia so yense nja sa taxes ne ye ya. Imagine where we would have been under the MPP when we came to power. We realized that there are certain taxes are NDC for introducing Obi a nuisance taxes. Today we are buying fuel at 6 days. Imagine Masami Nyamidi, imagine a bit. Imagine MPP did not reduce electricity by 50% last year for a whole year. Imagine MPP did not provide free water for people at a certain category for a whole year. Imagine say MPP did not reduce import duty by 50% in 2019. Obi, just imagine, say NPP did not remove almost about 15 nuisance taxes from Ghanaians, 17.5% VAT on real estate. Obi, imagine say 17.5% VAT on imported medicine, selected imported medicine, and NPP abaya me yen free. Imagine say 17.5% VAT on financial services. So that's all. Just imagine. Just imagine say spare parts import duties and NPP abaya me yen free. Just imagine. Just imagine say special import levy 1% MPP abaya by yanka when yen free and go binka. Just imagine. Just imagine say domestic airlines 17.5% MPP abaya yen free. Imagine. Obi kaya ye fokro muni baby da. Kaya ye fokro in essence wota omujira on omada. Kaya ye for share rebe muda krampo na NDC for the taxes and levies at home so MPP ba yaba be ye free. Imagine if it was still there. Imagine if import duties are certain your friend is saying for goods excluding vehicles 50%. Say MPP abaya me yen free. Imagine say the petrol asema ye kan wasemi. Say MPP abaya excise duty. So can I say excise duty no? Even that tax Obi, how much was it? I think the excise duty tax Obi, how much? I think I have forgotten. Imagine if MPP
so 1%.
Yes, I want to. It was about 2.7 pesos.
Okay.
27 pesos, yeah. Imagine if MPP are buying by one may use excise duty in free. Obi, imagine say public lighting levy MPP are buying until 25% about 2% and can just imagine. Obi, special tax, special petroleum tax here you can say me. Imagine say you buy no. What's the special petroleum tax egu full on so. Imagine say you buy and that's 17.5. You buy na 17.5, you take about 15, I take about 13%. Imagine say ne you talk for CCDs and 80%. Imagine say special petroleum tax rate 17.5% anka more than CCD 80%. And that is what I mean by if NDC was in power, the fuel prices would have been more because these taxes are taxes that we have reviewed. Yeah, excise friend is saying stamp duty was then nearly petroleum price and so. You see reducing special petroleum tax rate if it's 17.5% about 30%. Just imagine if it was still on our petroleum prices. 17.5% VAT. Obi flat rate of 3%. Obi 17.5% of VAT. No, year for traders. Any a flat rate of 3%. Imagine say in the midst of all these challenges, petrol boy ding globally and into a beer kayano and traders add us to 17.5%. Imagine this way for I am 3% flat. Almost your crumb macano flat. Obi, year for 17.5%. I am 3% flat. Just imagine, say, the trader was supposed to contend with the high petroleum price and was still supposed to pay 17.5%. You just imagine. And to the making and say,
now the one
there were challenges, genuine ones. Okabro say genuine challenges. That notwithstanding, I am of the view, say, the government will do something about it in the 2022 budget. Secondly, I'm of the view that the government have reduced and removed a lot of taxes from the Ghanaians. NDC for the buy into and kasa taxes in addition to the high cost of fuel. Misalso Kai Ghana for say in 2009, answer na Eric J NDC ebeba baymono na fuel price 82 pesos. Omo kono no me call for city. Obi MPA. It is here. I'm not me kasa me MPA data. Is here. This is MPA data. It is for and it is open source. It is even on their websites. Unless you don't want to read. 82 pesos. Omo kono not over the fuel price. Echo 4 cedi 60 pesos. Finally, NDC eba bemuno. Not $1 1 cedi. Omo kono no more moving if you 1 cedi. And echo 4 cedis 22 pesos. Ghana for yes remo. Baby, it's a global pandemic that is around all of us our neck. Okay. But the best group of people are between your boy, no more solving problem no in the long term is a new patriotic party. Difficult times, but I'm very confident say in the next very few weeks or months, something drastic will be done about it. I mean, as miracles.
Dennis Abuaje and Motrain and Kano. Mesai around, we will do any other business 5 minutes each near the Jumediano Abba area. Wafa Konongo, Washington DC. Was the Ghanaians are even lucky. The NDC should give us a break. Petrol price has risen to almost 300% here in the US. We are now buying a gallon of fuel at almost $4. Wafa Konongo is in Washington DC. We say happy birthday to Christabel Dede Sangmo of Achimota Secondary School from your mother Mary Tay Muno and your siblings Pius, Cristiano and Miracle. That's from William Sangmo and on the way Abba. William Sangmo, thank you. Obi, being pessimistic and throwing propaganda stunt around is the easiest thing anyone can do. Ghana, we've gone past such theatrics. What we expect from Eric G and his NDC is to proffer solutions and to critique, to correct, not this kokwasa, tricks for power. Okay, Farouk Intema, thank you. Happy birthday to Dr. Rashid Kwesi 824. Eric, any other business? 5 minutes.
Oh, me that say. Also, me can send me evidence, and then I will say, men send them into trim bit me about my just 23 seconds.
Yeah, we can't another voice.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
They are working. Ready? Now, in the voice, not carding.
Oh, voice no more.
Yeah, he's
pulling. Mama, you say ready. And Jackson.
Is it ready?
And Bomami, but voice in my boy.
That baby, you're trying to me move you. Ready? It will come here, honey. But what did he say? Why voice? The president now.
And then in opposition
in 2012.
Yes.
Or carding.
Obi. Politics are here.
Yes.
The Aoka and any party measure. And and the issue of weapons you see in an obey to me, you convince Ghanaians to say, yeah, the man will be to me. And to the granted, send someone no kafa NDC abai hunyano, no granted. Obi a didn't NDC abai. Yes, sir, NDC abai because more tauti say nyamanya den enkoye. Enti mo na mo ya better managers of the economy. Na mekai say somewhere 6 December 2016. Adia beti ame ya to abano. Di nanado etro e won Twitter handle mekai ba kwama. I have seen how drivers, both private and commercial, struggle to pay for the high prices of fuel and insurance. Obi. Na adia chia ye kwa to aba. Nanado dan kwa kufado ne kanwe. Ena Dr. Mamundu Bawumia 3rd December 2016. Na ka 4 days. Na ya kwa to aba. Dr. Mamundu Bawumia so asema ono so tweet and say to the taxi and the trotro driver who has been hit by high cost of fuel and insurance, you have a chance to vote for change. Obi mo kansem de we nyina edit drivers are omunyisu fan woni de keka ho but na ya tumu na waba wakofa 92 93 there the ba say 92 near Tony say 93 near meba let me do my argument and na NDC pension near ye ni say eti time na wo champion say wo pay to me no and someone now wo tro ni audio amede ama mo mpese mo bo nyina no na ye ndwa na ele. Yes, I think that they don't want to play it. I have no problem with that. And argument or yeah na yeah Mr. Kran say
but when him say it's not fair to say we don't want to play it.
Oh, okay.
So the video bar we have to pull the audio before we play.
Oh, okay.
And it is being worked on.
Yeah.
And I've given you the opportunity to.
Yeah, I know for Obi your objective. I mean say your objective. Obi. Na yeah me one say yeah campaign to asem and energy sector level omuja kan dey. Nya no na Ghana for kan no. Obi. The Ghana for kan ne say exchange rating tokwa ye Ghana for need ready for kono. You promised, you spoke about it. What's your jama of 4.0 and Edru saying? Is it not around 6.2? So it's better. We're monumental incompetence. Baby, I would could do no. And you have the gut to defend it. And on our better hand, can be defend them and BDC is no more crap petrol no. And you be being as a symbiotes but you can't defend it. Even that this window, yeah, full bonnet shoot to a cost no. See the net dollar and depreciation and depreciated by 6% or so. So what are you doing? Those are the key ingredients of Munhie Free more. Obi me no kasa sisi. obi anim say taxes a major cause of the NAA kan. But ona o catch me say they no for aeroplane we yin tax no. What they beto they no for trotro so. Every rational human being will never do this in building a nation. Yenam kruma what is a plane about trotro? That ben wako circle I want say train plane elodu ebuakwa elodu sampa what will be that? And look at the lives of people who are more patronizing the services of airlines. And look at the life of people who are more patronizing the services of trotro. So the government, the general interest of the people should be supreme. Say, a warrior capitalist. One of our monko for na ne airlines into one was so more near the big Gugana for now. Untimin to taxi no, untimin to trotron be so nuntia. Mino Casas is here. Obi, Mokofa bola tax 10 pesos and a sanitation tax na mode to tax mode to na anu the budget e kokan ya bekan fufu mode koto so no Joma Hama na de bai obi sa budget kro na musan kofa 20% energy sector levy no 20 pesos na musan increase no no so Joma Hama na de bai because okay ya esla ye de esla eba they told Ghanaians say news and taxes okay and the esla to the extent say musan dia kosi awowa e de agebosia. And those taxes now, what they are called petroleum products, no. And then I met him before see opinion. So talk about them. Obi me no say LPG 18 pesos and yet free petroleum products. And no Joma Hama na de buy NDC for na de buy. All these are taxes are. Muna maswa e de begu Ghana for ko mu na me no say. Obi fuel market ne margin so no more increasing by 3 pesos, which is 65%. All these things they know. The taxes are hold on now because anything I made the analysis and I told you say there were 3 factors and when they contribute to this the taxes they call exchange rate and international pricing and all your factors but you will move to you will control over them exchange rate some more manage economy ni year to say the number to opposition now and come out me stabilize because you told Ghanaians to say what you see the dollar and already safuama santia pietu and no men am catch ba umia taxes na me born in no nyamu ana mo hyehyɛ ho de komra hye bedwafie sɛ yanyin tum na Ghana fo ntua obi nyomo and a covid aba ekowiase nyina covid ahiti bebia okɔ America na covid panie wo kora ma $100 so sesen Ghana wo covid panie tuoka covid ba ya packages ana ma hodo de mo no nyokro no na mo boy ha mo na mo tibi ka kyerɛ sɛ aduane a mo no ani 2 weeks in the heat of covid it was around 540 billion old Ghana cedis. Connection man for by COVID by chrono amo boy. Even a non pro cry in the name of COVID. Stupid Sputnik V. Okay. Connection man for the most so more their COVID no. More boy a chrono corruption not do COVID and so more fast so Eddie or how near Benedia Betogana for you are telling Ghanaians a COVID aba. Obi COVID aba na man penitimi charter flights. To say the awful trot run on him sadie. Nyama mpeni na catch say COVID abanti tighten your belt and on wo lose ni diem and there on wo share suit no kra na wo share fugu agu so we go ne ho. That is the life opulence lifestyle money my point is mo live in the heat of COVID. Now better have a catch a taxi driver na ono ne ma 5 na obi car no twin we compare ya multiply price in by 2 na bia de bia prices no kosoro no oso obi pension na 82 pesos omo manage ni yankodu ho enti kwa betna ba mu 5 good years still you are incompetent no you are blaming the previous administration. What crop of people are we dealing with? Obi sani ebu amai every leader bia oblem like oblem ni predecessor no sabe ya now we are useless because you ought to be useful when I the leadership position and I say why assume anameboa. So you don't be casting insinuations now namho the be okofa kona so na waka we ya to abama what betina konwa so 5 solid years and you are incompetent Joma Hama and the NDC for the years. So why are you ruling the nation? Obi voice na you ready meaning say me time na yaso are you ready? No, I want him to air the voice now make one because all these things now you can Obi taxes e kosoro obi anim say kosoro me kai say omo yiyi taxes ni bi omo ba ya omo kokan that populist budget na Ghana for bodwa abosu akan 40 omo ne ma so no o can say within that same time and omo kofa luxury car vehicle tax buy na wo hodara it wasn't there. So what they did, na populism na ekumomo. Enti yanya ade a bema Ghana for aka se bi nsida aban bia ba watete taxes so. Ba na Ghana for na chi Germany nim se de beto petrol ze go and pay. Obi, me I won't lie. E bia meti am de meet me for flight ana me boa. But me na nakosu atwene wati me krom suma henkru. Ohun se aeroplane kura pakeda. Ono de ofo ye trotro okosampa na okosunya trotro na ofo. Enti si ebeka se as a prudent management of economy no yebeka se nipa dodo na kakra wo mu nsem omutimi fa we mu hyen no yemfa bibi nto omo de no so ne enya bi mfa nye oman no danse edodo na ebre no ye kwotama beto omo so no nipa mienu no wan na adwe mu do. Then you sit say obi the tax ato condoms omo de tonyum wo krom ha na condom kra omo tax condom enti ena de Ghana fo komu si e tax condom na petrol eba for manka Ghana fo mpe eto da momi anwini ba bia free ba o because mo lifestyle na mo live ni mo kasa na mo ka no mo shega na fo abufu dodo obi ena me ne wo kasa taxes ahodo ayagigi se me ko mi krom na ma akwan a enye ye ya nka enye me problem but taxes ni yeje okofo ho mpuntu nkoso. That is the problem Ghana for ekasa fa ho because taxi driver na de bia petrol no okoto roto ya kan say sa levy na odi bi koto so onu no tua no obi akwan na onam so na ye ni papa the same taxi driver no because prices of fuel products na kwosro no ne car shocks start say was no come magazine na price na no turn in run and enye sa na obeto no why because of petroleum products na ya tumu it affect everything meboa because ma me na okwa fa ebro e wotachima no de abeye dokono e wadabraka America ji atobi edi no ka na be charge no ana meboa enti se sa nipa no complain se dokono bo aye den a na waka kire ne se ena kofo penso na petrol ye sei ena kofo akufo ado na aba ne penso ye sen. That is what Ghanaians are asking.
Okay.
So Dr. Mamudu Bawumia ye ma onkra Ghana for to abama mo se mo wo mfie nan ya mo mfa mu o man no economic you can say a financial sector promises are would they be to me free Ghana for nsem ye gu so kai nti enese ye dru iwache ni ibanku a work on estate rate eno na Ghana for businesses is so far honde. And so you don't be say as what the Ghana for adwini di agro na wakogina just students no kra na I don't want to go there much na wakoshie students na mpeni for party mpeni for akwetena ni aboye nsem ama yes re wachacha so onimu a because now Google now Google ope obi odi intro Ghana advice din na da ho me de mahunu no me opa for phone about the biggest liar in Ghana Dr. Bawumia na da ho eti me 24 me de manusi from no me voice ne de momo
Eric Fawanusi mama
obi me de manusi from no aban bia ba oye bi and the essence of say yes aban say the be ya timamufu asetena be den ebedi and the say obana timamufu asetena mu nkoyie na timamufu o complain a menka se na anu bi na aye ma aye no sei na etie wo yesa wo ye failure because every seriously the bia na wo ye forward looking say wo call anim no you don't be making that argument. So ana me call MPA site kofo penso ni eto petrol ni sei send this for manage CD ni ya enka yankwa nkodu ha wo ba ye ni CD no ye manage enye ye. Because you said you are the prudent managers of our economy. And the try work around and say, mo say, mo be moving the economy from taxation to production. And I'm a boy. So now, are we enjoying production-based economy? Taxes are hold on more taxi ya can still. The arrogance put out of their appointees, their communicators. Instead, say be eating the humble pie. Amagan and Nina who say, "Ebia was here in a bed that cost no." Na no to amoko nipa betre ande ne dimachi minim se na moko gris chese enema ni bo odwen wa wonte ase
Eric Medase Eric AJ Eric Medase nyabotre Medase Miracle any other business
obi Susu
Xavier Susu
Honorable Xavier Susu say baby yedru no efutu a yenyina de be man ne say he should subject himself to the law even at this point, even if he thinks he's right, he should go and make his case in the courts. To the beer, they are all said to us it would look like undermining our security services. And when it happens that way, especially from or no as a member of parliament, now a weaken security services no enti mimi say uduma de ba kwa mesua say me do baby na say police forces me a lot of times instead of say me no be yi nsema no bijano me jamo mo fa me so now the be person me come do me akọ na makọ kama say mo because you see one of the things I me who say my police for publicly do be one home mo last year when in the view in the glare of the public you try to undermine omo authority and I say mandate to enforce the law. They feel bad. Me can feel bad. Say me jira okwan ho. Na me say we di bone. Na me say ma chill. Na me be yi ano. I am for her. Debi I would have to do everything I have to do to make sure say I would subdue you. So I just say. And see at this point you best say be Xavier Susu
Francis Xavier
Susu message say he should subject himself to the law. Me ma hear the videos in be. Me one thing. I don't want to be prejudicial, especially when the case is in court. Me one thing. What I would want to do, they say they are okay kanu. Say no see can in seminar kwan mission video back home. Na all catch community they say. Okacha community they say demonstration dey be even if say see a block kwan kra you be block kwan no. It's in the video. I've seen the video. I have it open so me family no man now so bo. So one day back I think say it's fair. Video I'll say quite no demonstration block a member of parliament. I think say he was highly unparliamentary. It was a high level of indiscipline on the part of the member of parliament. You can demonstrate, you can protest, but you can't block the road. And here a woman supported the you see, like they say, where your right begins, or where your right ends, that is where somebody's also right begins. And your rights and responsibilities, comes with a certain duties and obligations. And see, if as a member of parliament, answer now by demonstration, your publicity and sensitization for your demonstration, and you about your block your basic, and it is there clearly on the video. There a course of doing the demonstration, can easily and clearly be pointed at him, because there's a video where he's inciting the people to block the road. He himself is speaking. And see, if there's a demonstration where the people have blocked the road, and here say, Obikra na order ambulance, now work cano, and there are complications as a result of that. And so many other people were inconvenienced because of that. And so, Bibi say, that's a police worker say, because of ABC, didn't Brani and Indian command. Maybe Jidi say, and Casabia, a coin and community Indian command. The guy shouldn't point can do baby, because sometimes to me, Bonibi, near caution or keke. It's a beer and come back or can even the police were video they could have given him some courtesies and they say honorable next time we think that this is not the way for you to go, but for you to dare the police run to parliament who Johnny free scene or Johnny free police for it's resistance of arrest who resist the arrest two car chief and so and we proper we now parliament the next day say and not be listen to the contradiction. That's why I find it very funny. Say who could parliament say what police for about privileges committee now? Because I would give one here. The police for our more mandate and from the people under the constitution to enforce the law. No, and invite us Brown also won't call a truck or parliament speaker trust say speaker response also now we are more not to be a parliament say police from that privileges committee. I mean IGP or correct say almost for court say IGP It is completely unnecessary. It is needless. It is the highest level of indiscipline on the part of the member of parliament. And for me to hear some MPs from the NDC side supporting this, I feel sad. Obi, this is not the first time I will see. I attach here. You're court today. We did a court or court full witness box near channel. Attach here. On no ground near buying your SMU. I don't know any client private case. Attorney General say we sikawa bokrono from the client. Mina will be mina midoka. And I'm going to make a court. I told you that they remove the dim. Ekochi attach here from the witness box. And the local police station.
Semper FM.
Of course, people complained, but Atachi subjected himself. Okay, honorable Kennedy Japan. Yet, the handcuff Gunisa. And the local police station days. As he the bill, people complained, people protested, but he subjected himself to the law. And to say we are caught, be complaining, people would complain, people would interpret the law, but just go to the police. After all, they will just question you and bail you. You are a public officer, or you are a member of parliament. When you are not called a so it's a bailable whatever. In Kaukoya, only 20-30 minutes can you bail you. At the end, you can say special prosecutor. or invite a friend is a DC. A child driving DC, police and Quacochino. One call. When in the history of Ghana, what is a binding a Quacochi or Nipa, our office or the office, or you'll be a refugee office or the office. DC. Now they don't catch your crab to Nazi Huni. Your car chair, Obi, your car chair. Oh, Charlie Mekaya, who's a man, una Casa last. They are we, una China Casa last. Eric, they are we, una China Casa last. It should be ye, Huni. Obi, up to now, your car chair, who said she up to now, Huni. Sadisi, you cry, yes, I didn't know, yes, I sank of Fanny Man Puss. Okay. But under this government, a certain district chief executive has been arrested by the police. And his statement taken, China or call special prosecutor. It is all a member of parliament now. It is a member of parliament above the law. Imagine say Serbia, it took a free Madina, and I say free Danfa. Maybe you call demonstration in the call parliament. No be reason no best no mutunto ne modern carry afa no so. The police for could do one in college wuni ade be VAT ya e Serbia na o team honorable said the immunity. Into the parliament, and Nippon will don't come much letter, bro. What kind of law is that? And I'm telling you, there is nowhere in our law that gives any parliamentarian that immunity. There's nowhere in our law. There is nowhere in our laws that gives any parliament. We should go for interpretation. They should go ahead and go for interpretation. The thing is black and white. We cannot read. Now, the Speaker of Parliament, Obiye Dibone. Now, the police actually letter bear and say release. Now, the also releasing now. And today, we want to say releasing. A man banning here. It is what could be parked so releasing now. I think that the police inviting you doesn't mean say you are guilty. Police inviting in just a wire bonnet. Police inviting in just say I didn't know more cattle ready. But the most civil thing for the member of parliament and every other member of parliament to do is that when the police invite you, subject yourself. Go and make your case. We are court in the back. We are court and I say we did be my court bedding. But that thing na NDC for person more can't say MPs in there. Only your superpowers, only your demigods. Until come out some parliament, maybe MP. May cast speak of parliament, maybe MP. Unto me who? Me gonna need to say also to me for pen paper. Speaker of parliament, only to me where he. Need to me now parliament. Obi, speaker of parliament. Need to even parliament work per our laws. The speaker doesn't make laws. Or just a presiding chair. He only coordinates. He has no say in the laws we make in this country. But he's the head of the MPs make the laws. It's no count on our lawyer. Mr. Obama. Now there will be a newspaper making ya more abaso UTV. Who so say would you if you do I you never keep your mountain giant show. Your boy by your more immunity no public immunity no nyakura your fellow pay like I said yes when you keep your public immunity na o kwa name more by it will be speaker of parliament who is shemra who need to be biasa utumi na parliament and a parliament no kwa utumi ono you don't make the laws. It is a lot of the things you have to throw it to the floor of the house for them to debate and take the decision. You don't take the decision. You only coordinate the activities in the parliament and make sure that the discussion and decision making, it's on track, and then you aggregate whatever views they have, and then that becomes whatever parliament is saying. But you can't sit in parliament and try to undermine the rule of law of this country. That's what I think the Speaker of Parliament is doing. The most civilized thing for the Speaker of Parliament to do, they say, if you know, say institution be any MPB or someone. Make him available. It doesn't mean say we do money. When they make him available, let him go. I don't know MP. Now say we are Madina. And all of a sudden, barely 11 months ago, no say we are untouchable or my room. Any Madina. All of a sudden, he's untouchable in this country because he's in parliament. He's a populist, and I've always insisted, and people of Madina are going to regret voting for Savia. He has nothing to offer them. The guy has nothing to offer them.
The demonstration, the contractor is back on.
Now, when the country project hasn't been given under contract already. Even the contractor spoke with Xavier a day before the demonstration. When the contractor was telling Xavier, yes, the contractor was telling Xavier, say, oh, ma'am, I will yes about demonstration. Now, make a contract, many of their mommy. Oh, demonstration now. Make on creative problems, I their mommy. Miss Now, with their mommy time. Oh, but I think he said 3 days was a week after or so.
Yeah.
Cement to me and
2 weeks.
Cement to me and for machines and maswa. Who they have demonstration. But I am telling you on authority, say I am the contractor that has been given the project because he wanted to be populist. Hey, chobo MP. Chobo MP brings nothing to the people because he wanted to be populist. Even when the contractor told him, say, many other contractor, mommy 2 weeks, but the machines were about quite he still went there. Is not the same MP? And I walk top V8, Ekosiisen fie. I catch any constituency. Oh, me permasem into V8. I the man no crampono. Me use my packet. Let me tell the people of Ghana. MP be no abide to V8 mano. MP be V8 or no one didn't see day. Ato and I buy a 2 year subsidies day. Amano. I buy a boka and the subsidies. Amano loan. And he say uncle ope madina for someone. And can so your money say V8 no so a packet fee no. On to V8 no. No front of Picanto. No Madina from Nantiano. Because V8 back about talking Picanto by 50. Only say V8 one tono. See say $300,000. I say no so now crabby. What
$300,000 you know.
What now crabby? What was $150,000? Whatever $150,000 times 6 way. It's almost about 930,000 Ghana cedis. Me no $6.2 no. Say $150,000. Obi we divided by Picanto no is here by 19,000. What the V timbo. About top V8 Picanto mako 48. It's almost 50 na. What so top V I want to be 60. It's Uncle Tony V8 no. The upper case if you know. No fan top V8. No on chichema mranti mako 50. And na Picanto on chema mako 50. No one fan you man no munyo sika dey enko ma no. In e dem say no kwe or no constituent. But he needs to 10 seconds. He needs to refrain from this populist act of his and concentrate on the job and lobby for projects for the people of Medina. He's letting them down.
Mame now Sinti Eric Ajay asked for the president's voice. And was in a way 2012, right? Yeah. In a 2012 electioneering campaign. This is what Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, then candidate of the NPP, said.
They call Rupiam because I'm going to say, the Babati petrol, so who do also an petrol and a coso. The Babati near my soul, it's a Bama.
Okay, so the voice of Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Eric, and no. Voice we are now we can.
So Obama here for.
Yes.
Obama petrol boaba form. So Obusi yanka obete bia do.
My boy sinade ma
we do no de anim eno so wo.
The other man here na boy.
Why are there say wa voice no. Obi enti Ghana for amutie me ne. Owura Akufo-Addo na we Ghana man pani 2012 bosha odi hye ni. Ene baby odi yakudru ni. But say okay baby a ofiri kwa ya na nka enye ya. But quickly on Sasudi no. I think say Minia Dennis. MZB or personal issues with Minia Penny Sasudi. I don't know. That is what I'm assuming. I'm assuming so. Obi Sasu anka say or resist arrest. Na the TN say yemra ya da wa di bo man no. Yenka say obi so chemra no anameboa. But
Asempa FM
adwumadi bia ya wudinti no mo immunities bia bi mu enjoy ya bi mu nyeden enjoy bi and is owura sasu aye kana asem sisi yi ogina ho a ogina constituency baako ano enti ono nipa baako na ohunu no population na one constituency na whether you belong to MPP NDC he is your MP enti sade to owura sasu na Costa ebe cost o man no enye te se de asem ato MPP chairman o Madina because oresa su eye Ghana fo yin Japade a ogina mu e ma ne mpesu asofo enu nti na emra na ye hihye ye no ye de enema toto ho se opese oni mra hye bedwani edi juma na se police fo kra se pese ye china omra okọ juma die e wo parliament di mu ana wapon a woba no sanya mane nyina untimenye enti obehemra issue ni si ya omonka so resist arrest no police ne di kan ka so omonye so omonkwa akoche no. That was some of the statement that came out. Na no a owa sorry fear ye hu nkofo bi mu o ha muso se bi mu na na scout no police say on soma obi a wo se ye kwa akoche no But what I'm saying is your democracy now you're practicing. Our laws are there. But always yama common sense and click here pa. Obi, we are in a system now in our country. Okoye parliament. Majority ni minority. Ebi kure ni ho. Obi a 137. And this, nye fe na your first time we be a sida. Because obeka ye be yi speaker no. Omo fa kwan bia so say be prevent say ye mra hye bedwani enye den. Ba kon to be. Say de be ya ekoto wi ombenya de omope. Anye yi. Ene ekoto ni yi speaker. Oko Zimbabwe in 2008 or so the similar incident occurred. Omo to abani wi ye no. Na minority no dominate e wo mra hye bedwafie over the government na ye Mugabe aban. Obi, the day before, see a kwakoto abayi speaker no. Ye minority majority na MPs maku 8. Enti ye court floor na ye koto abayi speaker no. No more manwene dodo parliament na minority rather. And no more de confirming Mugabe speaker yi no. Celerion, similar incident also occurred. Opposition wene wa parliament. Omo kwakoto about tension e bae no. It's the same approach. And the Amame cited all these issues. And also a parliamentar. You were bill a hodwa here Ghana for that why you know say a bimo de abani interest. Can yenka. Inti eneno. Adia ba ko mbet media minority MP bi a nyina yansoro nyina na so no chena. Omu say minority MP na traffic light as a create me cheno. Because ye DS asu ni yanka hwe. Sa niema na ye see ye entertain. Because procedure is key. He is a member of parliament. Omu nyina she speaker say. Ujidi se bibi na sasuaya, you go by the due process. Na fachen any problem. But say, or yen parliamentary duty of a house here mini mena mete tell of a house mena mini. And not I avoid because if you don't take care, we create a monster for the future. And then what ya own yam rashibe inti munity no kura say ya the phone be into say sasuya wine or no want to say one ya the other. But who as a former district chief executive, who him say DC na police for kwache na no enjoy any immunities na MPs enjoy, you know. But what buoni aguso amanyo semunti, you are now comparing him to MPs no. MP no udisi no why the 12 man on peso aso. Nyama mpeni na boni di. Yes, ya ko confirm no kra. Nye bugana de confirm omo. What are you talking about? So the year can then say the SEC wa mana hodo bi so a anya impact our parliament so no. We've learned lessons from that. And then me no can say LGBTQI bill edam rashi bedwafie. Their party they are in against of it.
How?
I must say how.
Party
me say odeti omo ya against of it but publicly they can't. Because munim Ghana for how are you come how did you and let me tell you something it? And all this bill now you parliament it could do the floor numbers count. So if you don't take care no more your opportunity be say omo dey be intimidate you call for dey omo label obi na yesi onipa bi mra court that day yesi onipa bi nko ha masa and in my body on my way emphasis so no they will go by that approach because me no kaza is here the president onimoni trimu say on in attorney general. They are not in support of the bill.
In 5 minutes, it will be 7. Eric, no, those are. You are talking about the Attorney General of the Republic. Untimin Kase. Remember, Untimin Kase, he is not in support of the bill without any evidence. How do you know? Trouble. Remember, mame circumstantial. How do you know? Say they are not in support.
Nine DCMPs are champion.
Eric J, my man, Ekosiisen, it's been great having you. Medidio Saibon, so miracles. Abuaje Dennis Canadian and Eric J.